Let's move on with OKC versus Pacers. If they face each other, what do you think will happen? What is your prediction for this series?
Kinda tricky here. Knowing the fact that I feel like the Knicks they should be the better team than the Pacers if we're talking on paper. The Pacers are just so scrappy, no quit team. I feel like they find a way to win too against OKC, honestly. Like they shouldn't, but I think they would find a way to just because of how scrappy they are. That being said, I think that would be my prediction, honestly. The Thunder in six over Indiana.
Okay. The matchups are interesting because we have most likely Lou Dort, all defensive guard, guarding Halliburton. That's going to be key for OKC. You know, Halliburton is the nucleus. He's the brain of the team. He even if he has a bad shooting night, the Pacers can still win if he's playmaking and making the right decisions and they play their style of basketball, which is like running 100,000 miles per hour down the court. Will the defenders on OKC be able to slow them down? I could see that happening, to be honest. I could also see them playing in a fast paced motion as well. Like, obviously, OKC thrives when Shea is in the half court, doing his thing. But they could get in a quick flurry, as we've talked about as well, how, they'll get Caruso or Dort getting a bunch of steals and inflating leads super fast. That is similar to how the Pacers play. With that said, SGA might have some trouble with Nemhard guarding him. I don't know how much trouble he will have since he is the MVP. He is an incredible scorer, one of the best, if not the best, right now in this season. Will Nemhard be able to slow him down? I guess we'll wait and see. But yeah, if the Thunder can slow down the Pacers and basically get the ball out of Tyrese's hands, then I think they'll easily win this series. I thought the Knicks would be able to do that since they have Mikal Bridges, they have OG that could possibly slow down Halliburton. It seems like that's not going to happen. For sure, OKC is a better defense. Like, the Knicks right now is the best defense the Pacers have faced throughout the playoffs, but it's at a different level with OKC. Like, the Knicks, as good as they are, they're not really a great defensive team. I just think they're better than the Bucks and the Cavs. The Cavs are good, obviously, but their guards aren't great defenders. They weren't going to slow down Halliburton, and they didn't. So, although the Knicks are decent, OKC is at a different level, and I don't think the Pacers are going to be able to handle that very well. So, I'm going to put some respect on the Pacers' name, and I'm going to say OKC in six. I still think they're going to lose, but they are a surprising team. They find ways to win games. They intensify their defense at times, go on crazy runs, and they're so good at cutting 20-point leads and coming in clutch. The Halliburton has been the clutchest player in the playoffs, and the clutch player of the year is still playing in the playoffs. Halliburton is just that good, but I don't think he's good enough to be able to take down the MVP and take down this 80K winning team. So, Pacers in six. That's my final prediction.
Pacers in six or Thunder in six?
Thunder in six. My bad.
I just had to make sure. I figured you knew. Oh, I will say this. It would be pretty funny. I think. Oh yeah, if it's Thunder and Pacers, it's practically the Paul George finals in terms of the two teams that ended up having to move on from Paul George. So that would be pretty funny, not gonna lie. The two teams that had to move on from Paul George meeting in the finals. I feel like at that point, Paul George would be the loser. Like if we were to make a W and L list, Paul George. His two former teams meet in the finals. Man, that would be funny.